Irashaimase! Thanks for visiting the Research Commission. Here, we use biology and chemistry to break down our favorite video game monsters. On today's episode, I was asked about two badass monsters, Rathalos and Rathian. Just like how a male deer is a buck and a female deer is a doe, Rathalos and Rathian are male and female raths. The female queens are slightly bigger at an average of 1,727 centimeters, whereas the males are an average of 1,694 centimeters. These classic wyverns shoot fireballs from their mouth and attack with toxins from their tails and claws. While Rathian patrols the grounds from below, Rathalos owns the skies, terrorizing the ancient forest, an apex predator. There are a few monsters, though, that have the guts to challenge these beasts. You don't want to get in the way when Rathalos and Rathian are going at it, and the fights between Rathian and Glavinus are legendary.
Professor? Who are you talking to?
Nandemonai. So you were telling me about what brought you here today?
Yeah, I need help. This the place?
Yep. Somewhere around here should be the egg we were sent to find. Let's split up and try to find that nest.
Yeah, sure.
What's happening? Ah! Oh no.
We gotta get out of here. Let's go. Jump!
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a little help with this one. And so I came to you. I need you to tell me everything you know about the Rathalos and Rathian.
Everything? Sure. So you know how a male deer is a buck and a female deer is...
Wait, stop. No, maybe not everything. I see I'm gonna have to ask a specific question. What is the poison the Raths use?
Rathalos synthesizes a unique venom that I've come to call Rathamine. It's most similar to a venom called Crotamine, a peptide found in South American rattlesnakes. It's a myotoxin that breaks down muscles, leaving the monster's prey weak and unable to escape.
And where are these poison sacs so I know what to avoid and what to cut off?
So the Raths display a sexual dichotomy when it comes to where they produce their venom. The male Rathalos produce their venom in their talons, so when their claws tear through your flesh, they inflict their awful toxic effects. The female Rathian produces their toxin in their tails, whereas the Rathalos have thick clubbed tails with large spikes on them. The Rathian have smaller needle-like spikes on their tails that they use to inject their poison into their prey. So watch out for when they start doing aerial acrobatics. You really don't want to get stabbed. And even if you cut the end of the tail, the venom-producing gland is so close to the base of the tail, it can still poison you.
Alright, cool. Thank you. So tell me about this fire. How are these monsters able to launch fireballs?
ちょっと難しい. It's a little bit more difficult. The production of fire is not really seen in nature outside of these large monsters, but evolution has a crazy imagination. The closest thing in nature that I can think of is this little guy, the bombardier beetle. It mixes a couple of chemicals, hydrogen peroxide and hydroquinone, with enzymes it produces to make a spicy boiling blast that it uses to deter predators. This is far off from a fireball, though, so let's take it step by step to break down how this works, okay? Ikimashou! First, tell me, what does it take to produce fire? Poco?
Poco?
A combustion reaction requires something to burn, like a hydrocarbon fuel, as well as oxygen and a spark to ignite it.
How long have you been standing there?
Right, so we need to figure out what they can use as a fuel source. Let's look at some of the anatomy of the rats. Inside the wyverns are flame sacs. These flame sacs are filled with the flammable material that it produces.
Oh, it must be a combustible gas. Methane, perhaps?
totemo tsukai. That would make perfect sense and it would be easily produced, but that's not it. The material inside the flame sacks is actually a fine powder.
Really? A powder?
Oh yeah, powders are super flammable. You can literally go into your kitchen right now and pick out 3 or 4 different flammable powders. Flour, starch, sugar, the stuff on Doritos. It's actually pretty easy to blow yourself up if you were really trying.
So Rathalos used one of those to make fireballs?
Sugar would be an easily renewable source for the monster. It could pull the sugar from its blood.
Except, how is it going to turn that wet endogenous sugar into a powder? It actually pulls a different material from its blood. Zinc. On the junctions between the flame sacks and the blood vessels, there are selective zinc ion channels that pull zinc passing by directly into the flame sac.
And what happens to the zinc to turn it into fire?
So we got zinc suspended in a sack of water and other biological material. The sides of the flame sac are lined with special cells called electrocytes. These electrocytes are similar to the ones found in the electric eel.
No way. What do they do? Rathalos has never shown any ability to shock anyone.
In eels, these electrocytes stack up on top of each other. Using sodium-potassium pumps, they maintain a voltage imbalance that causes an electrical current, delivering a shock to their prey. In rats, they work a bit differently. The electrocytes act like a battery. They're aligned to face superiorly so that on one side of the flame sac, there is a more positive side, and on the other, it's more negative. Zinc, with a strong positive charge, will go towards the more negative side and begin to collect as a powder. Once this electrolysis process is completed, the flame sacs open up more channels, and the remaining solution is pumped out of the sac, leaving only the zinc powder.
I see. So how do the Wraths ignite it to breathe fire?
Not so fast, Poco.
What the? Where did you come from?
What do you mean? I've been here the whole time. Anyway, I think it's important to note the distinction. The rafts don't breathe fire, they spit it. Am I correct, Platinum? Otherwise, we see a steady stream of fire instead of a solid fireball.
Exactly. It's not simply the force of the exhale that propels the flames. Now, true, as the wyverns exhale, powerful contractions squeeze the flame sacs and create a pressure gradient. The now loose zinc powder gets forced out of the flame sac and into the mouth. But this is where the spitting part comes in. Special glands in their mouths eject a mixture of hydrochloric acid and ammonium nitrate into the cloud of zinc as it leaves their mouth, spontaneously combusting into a ball of pure terror.
Oh wow. That's some metal stuff there. Thanks for the information.
No problem. Anything else you want to know? Perhaps why the Rathalos turn blue and the Rathian pink? Or silver, or gold, or...
No, I'm good. I'm gonna go get a squad together and we're gonna take down this Rathalos.
Round 2, let's go! Gambate! Alright, so who's taking bets? I got money on 2 cards.
$5 says she comes back clean. No carts.
Ugh, you guys.